Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the UNLV Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense to go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying to impose their will with the run. Hard-hitting tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back up at 43.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the UNLV Rebels offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game, because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Thomas. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe a crease. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And he puts through the extra point. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to run for it. Spins away from the defender. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job.
Oh, a lot of space. Inside to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. This offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Rebels offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The run inside. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. The Rebels. Try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give out of the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they...
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it, Reese.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's McGee. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Running inside. It's Thomas. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might be changing the route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Running into the open space. Might have a chance. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his... And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the... Visions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use the timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Into the end zone for 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Motion from the wideout. The handoff to Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
finally a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glover. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Bryant.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Burnett.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The run inside. It's Thomas. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Burnett. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Thomas. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Vegas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's the give off the left side. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 6 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Tigers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, UNLV's head coach told me at the half they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at one.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Huskies want to crank the tempo. The give on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On the move. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught, and he's got room.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 4-yard line.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can... going and get back in this football game.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. All the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, and usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Irvin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, down here on the UNLV sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Thomas. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock. On the line.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Works the middle of the field. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the Week 9 scoreboard for the top 12 in college football. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed, his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Under fire. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
There's some room. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. A crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. The run inside. It's Thomas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Tight end now in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Thomas. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's Thomas. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Thomas. Going for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Northern Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That slide's a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Right down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really great.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! And they add 6-4 to the board with that trip to the house. The Huskies back on top.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Using his feet. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Rebels hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. The offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?